Hello and welcome to my channel. This is Orphan Car Garage. My name is John. I'm located in Abington, and that's in the state of Massachusetts. We're about 30 minutes south of the city of Boston. We've been doing a really good job, I think, this summer of posting some really cool, offering you guys some really cool, affordable vintage stuff. A lot of true orphan cars too, like the one here in front of us from the Pontiac Motor Division, which sadly is not with us any longer. This particular car is from the year 1964, the wide track Pontiacs as they were known and advertised as, and it's a Bonneville. This is a third generation Bonneville. It was introduced in 1957 as sort of Pontiac's higher end nameplate. And this is a 64, which is the last year of the third generation. It is the last year of the third generation, but the first year for the Brougham package. And this, in fact, is a Bonneville Brougham. How do we know that? Well, right away we notice that it has the Cordova, not to be confused with Cordoba, vinyl roof. And a nameplate to let you know, and everybody around you know, that this is a Brougham. The Bonneville within itself was a pretty high-end model, as I mentioned, but the Brougham added even more luxury touches, starting with that really cool vinyl roof, which was standard equipment on the Brougham. It was available in two-door and four-door form, four-door hardtop, of course, one of my favorite body styles of this generation. And Pontiac called this a Vista, the Vista, given the large amount of viewing you got when these windows were down, I'm sure. Beautiful design, and I love that they called it a Vista. You'll notice right away, beautiful, stunning paint on this car. It's an original color. It was called Silver Mist Gray. This is a repaint of the original, done in 1999, and we have a full documented binder of photos showing the paint, the original paint being stripped and the new paint being applied. Just a beautiful show quality paint. We can't find any flaws in this paint at all. Even though it's from 1999, it looks like it was laid on there yesterday. At the same time the car was painted in 1999, the original vinyl roof was stripped, and this vinyl roof was replaced with the correct grain vinyl as the factory would have installed. And we have pictures of that too to show that there was no corrosion under this vinyl whatsoever, which is really nice to see, and so commonly found in cars this age with a vinyl roof. I gotta really back up here. The Pontiac called this the wide track for a reason. These cars were over 6 feet wide, almost 6.5 feet wide if I'm not mistaken. It's a very wide vehicle, and as far as length goes, that kind of goes along with the width. This car is over 18 feet long, so this is definitely a large car. If you're looking to purchase this or any other wide track Pontiac, you're going to definitely want to measure your garage before you do so. That would be rather unfortunate to buy the car and have it not fit in your garage. Low mileage car. We're going to get to that in a minute. You won't be too surprised because the condition of the car kind of bodes well towards the mileage. We've got original style T3 headlights on all 4 spots. Beautiful original chrome, grille, nameplates, trim. All original to the car. The only thing that's been done, of course, is the paint and the vinyl roof. The interior of the car is completely original and beautiful. I'll get to that also in a moment. Just want to show you the chrome trim, those headlight bezels, and the T3 headlights. Although I do notice we have one off-brand headlight there. One of the 4 is not a T3. Tisk, tisk, tisk. Pontiac emblem to remind everybody what you're driving. Really nice trim. Look at those really cool rocker moldings. Very, very nice. 3-prong spinner hubcaps, correct for this car. Some not too old Hankook white wall tires. You can get a little gas door guard. This car is really well equipped. We have a copy of, or I believe the original window sticker for this car to show how this car was built. You'll see that the car's got dual exhaust. Originally, this car came equipped with a single exhaust system, but factory did offer a dual exhaust on this car. The gentleman that had the dual exhaust added absolutely positively replicated the factory curves and bends in the pipes and the piping to make the dual exhaust on this car absolutely correct for this car. So if you didn't know, you wouldn't know. And it gives the car a nice burble. We'll start that up for you to show you. As I mentioned, the interior of this car is original. General Motors or Pontiac called this Preston fabric. It's very elegant looking fabric, almost Cadillac-like. Every Brougham got a fold down armrest with that really cool Brougham insignia embroidered in it, both front and rear. You'll see it has the original Pontiac floor mats, and those are indeed on the window sticker. This car was ordered with floor mats from the factory, and presumably these are the same floor mats that have been in this car since 1964. Nice headliner, really well sorted interior. Some minor fading here of the original carpet. It looks worse than it is in this direct sunbeam. The lower door panels, I'd leave it alone. I suppose you could dye it, but I certainly wouldn't change it. Yes, we have power windows and power vent windows. Power vent windows do not operate on either side. You can hear the motors spin, but the gear is not spinning the vent open. The power windows in this car do work flawlessly. Car also has a power seat, which operates. We got a mirror here on the passenger side, a fairly recent inspection sticker, nice glass all around. This car has had 3 owners, just 3 owners this car has had. 2 of the 3 owners were Pontiac enthusiast collectors, club members, and or mechanics. This car has been lovingly cared for its entire life. The second owner indirectly bought this car from the original owner in the mid 1980s. So since then, it has always been owned and operated and maintained by Pontiac club members and enthusiasts. Really good pedigree on this car. Lots of documentation to back that up. Speaking of that, the mileage on the car is low. No surprise, 58,359 miles, and that is original miles. We have a clean mass title that shows that as well. So again, we've got power windows, both sides, power vent windows. We've also got an AM/FM radio and this really cool 70s accessory called an Echo Mate. And all that basically did was turn your AM/FM radio into a stereo. It's sort of a reverb unit. I had to look it up. I Googled it. They were popular in the 70s. You could switch from front to rear. And yes, this car does have a factory rear speaker. It also has, of course, thankfully, factory air conditioning that's still charged with R12 refrigerant. And yes, it blows cold air. Electric clock that even works. I could just go on and on. This really cool see-through steering wheel here, very Pontiac. It's a typical Pontiac steering wheel. Nice. Some minor cracking here on this wood inlay. I'm assuming the Brougham got you this wood inlay on the dash and on the steering wheel. There is some minor cracking here on both sides of the steering wheel one, but again, nothing that I would attend to immediately or if at all. We've got front seat belts, beautiful upholstery. Again, let me just get out of here and show you the driver's side seat. It has very little to no wear. Get a power seat that does function up and down and back and forth slowly, but it does work. It does what it needs to do. I'm gonna start it up for you now, pop the hood, and do one last walk around. 389 cubic inches with a 4-barrel carburetor. Very nice running car. That exhaust burble I mentioned. Gives it a nice sound. A lot of maintenance has been performed on this car to keep it up and running well. Maintenance, trouble-free. The timing belt was changed in this car just for maintenance. Nothing, timing chain. Did I say belt? Timing chain in this car was changed just as a precautionary measure about 10 years ago. The Hydromatic automatic transmission was also rebuilt right around that same time. This car has always been extremely well maintained. As I said, its owner history sort of lends to that. Nice running 389 cubic inch motor with a very clean engine bay. Nothing to be ashamed of under here. Power steering and brakes, of course. Yep, heavy duty air cleaner is also on the window sticker. Really, really nice. Not too much to pick apart on this car. I like to show all the good, the bad, and the ugly, and there's really not much bad on this one at all, folks. Check this car out on my website. There's a full gallery of photos there, orphancargarage.com. Like us on YouTube, subscribe to my channel. I always have really cool stuff like this to show you guys, to offer for sale at reasonable prices. Try to do that to the best of my ability. Find us on Facebook. Give me a call, 508-954-8090. The price on this Orphan from 1964, this Bonneville from the Pontiac Motor Division, this Pontiac Bonneville Brougham. Some people like to guess before I say it. We'll see how close you guys are. $19,900. Just $19,900 for this show-ready Pontiac. I've said it before, and I'll say it again. You cannot restore one for this. Buy them like this. Save yourself some money. Have a lot of fun right out of the gate. Until the next one, we'll see you down the road. Thank you.